Welcome to episode 28 of We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard, and this is my wife, Tina.
I'm Tina Wildcard.
Tina Wildcard's here. I'm so excited. I've been wanting Tina Wildcard to be on the show forever because every single week, Stevie Wildcard and I get together by ourselves without Tina Wildcard, unfortunately, to boy our problems in the face. I don't know what I just did.
Tina is our Gen Z correspondent.
So
she has a direct connect to the pulse.
I was gonna say Tina's here with her finger on the pulse. She's gonna get us those Gen Z listeners.
I've been dubbed Gen Zena, just so that's noted.
What do you have to tell us about Gen Z, Gen Zena?
I think she's got the boy.
Yes,
and that's about it. No,
middle parts are in, side parts are out.
Middle parts are in. Okay,
out. Cry laughing emoji out.
I'm okay with the cry laughing emoji being out. I can't do center parts. Like, I think you look good. I think like your part isn't perfect center. I don't know. Okay.
I have Alex, so it is.
I'm about to take down. I'm about to take down this beautiful bun.
It is a good bun.
It's a solid bun. I feel like I look like a guitarist from the '70s if I mid part.
You don't like the middle part because
I like it like this.
Because you're a millennial.
Man, I 100%.
You can't see his fingers, but he's airplaying guitar under the desk as he's doing that.
I don't know what it is. I think I associate center parts with my mom, and I think that's why I'm not attracted to it. I don't know what it is. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Not going to be sexually attracted to things my mom does.
Yes, pretty much. Perfect center part just like makes me think of 70s my mom. Like that's just what I think of. Aside from having your finger on the pulse of Gen Z, what have you guys been up to? How'd you do with the comic?
Dude,
Wait. I know you're amazing. We all get it, Steven. You succeed every week and you're just flawless and beautiful.
I was a failure for months.
You look like Thor. You can't fail. Like your life is one big success. Like this is your party and we're all But Tina, I want to hear how amazing you think our Kickstarter is right now because it feels so good.
I mean, it's pretty dope.
Right? Like, it's a big deal. It's crazy. Like, I only ask you because I have so few people that I actually see in my like day-to-day life who care or like would understand what it is at all. So I'm just like, oh, I'm doing this thing. It's amazing and I love it. I'm so excited. And people are just like, I don't know what Kickstarter is. Who are you? This is a Wendy's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
So I have no one to like talk to who isn't Steven. So it's just like driving me crazy. So anyway,
like honestly, all of my clients, I'm like, yeah, and like my husband and his best friend are like working on this comic and they do this podcast. I'm like, can you subscribe to it? They're like, yeah, sure. And I'm like right now, like let me show you how.
I'm gonna show you how you're
make sure you like all their videos every week.
You don't have a YouTube account?
Let me help you with that.
If you have a Google account, it's an easy process.
What I'm hearing is Gen Zena is about geriatrics as well. She's getting the grandmas. I like this.
It's what's important, really.
It really is. We're getting those grandparents one haircut at a time, and I love it. Yeah, dude, I'm super excited. Anyway, I'm sorry about your boy.
Hi, boy. 2 pages this week. Two more.
What do they look like? Oh, I'll show them right here.
Put your hands like this.
Yeah, you and Tina.
I wanted to like.
I'm juggling them. Can you make them juggle?
Those pages looked amazing. I just loved them. I actually really like the way they look in pencil in the video that you made in TikTok.
Yeah, cool. It was the same with the absentees. Like I was coloring it, but I'm like, man, it looks so cool with just like the pencils. It just looks really nice.
We should do like a black, white, and magic version of it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right? That'd be pretty cool. There's like the green effect, but only otherwise it's just pencil. I think that would look really cool. Speaking of like the green magic, dude, so we have a chance. We're getting really close to getting the 4,200 to unlock the stretch goal for our Kickstarter, which is actually pressing our own vinyl records, which is super
awesome.
Freaking awesome. Like it's amazing. But the thing that I keep forgetting to bring up is they're glow-in-the-dark records. They're bright green, awesome glow-in-the-dark records that just fits perfectly with what we're doing. It's just like I saw that on the site and I was just like, how could I not do this? Like, this is just beautiful and perfect. And yeah, so we have a chance to cut 100 records and we just need to get to $4,200 to do it. And that's it. We're already at 30. 500. No, 3,700.
3,700. Yeah.
We're at 3,700.
We just need another 500 to get the vinyl goal, and we're technically only halfway through the Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Any shares will help for sure.
Yeah. So oh gosh. So that's what I've done this week. Is just freak out about Kickstarter the whole time. Otherwise, nothing. No, I wrote. So I wrote the first song. Which, by the way, was painful, Steven. Why did I wait until after writing the book to write the songs? Because now I'm just double dipping. I'm like, look, I hurt myself here. I'm gonna time travel. I'm gonna write this thing. It's gonna hurt again. You know what? Not enough bad. Like let's go in for thirds. Like the Grinch's heart got punched 3 times that day.
It's like step 1, rip my heart out.
Yeah.
Step 2, writing the book, roast it in the oven for 5 hours. Step 3, grind it into a powder for a seasoning of pain.
Yeah,
so
that's it was I was taking it up a notch though with the music. It's like Emerald in the kitchen, just bam,
bam,
just
boy. We're gonna overdo that and just completely kill the joke.
Yeah, and then next week I'm gonna use all the audio and just keep splicing those pieces in anyway. This is every week. This is who we are now.
This is our new identity. We lose money from the Kickstarter. Yeah, I don't really support these guys anymore. Way out of here.
Taking it back. We're taking it back. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
We're going the opposite direction.
I guess. Okay. Well, since we're talking about the record anyway, I think it's okay to at least talk about the fact that we've been talking to a female vocalist for a while now about it, and she's so on board with doing the actual songs and doing dialogue, which I'm really excited for because it's starting to feel like a real musical. Like before, I kind of felt like what we were working on was mostly a book with some theme songs, like thematic songs to go along. Now I feel like we're just making a straight musical, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So I've been talking to this female vocalist, Zoe, who's released some beautiful stuff. I'll link her songs below. It's really good. I visited her Bandcamp last night, and her songs are so good. Her voice is awesome. Her voice is so awesome. So she's amazing, and she's really interested in doing this. She's also just a really cool person that I met on Twitter, and she's really supportive and just into the project altogether. So it's fun.
She promised to make us PB&Js with crust cut offs when we're on tour.
She's gonna be there cooking us food, so we can just hang out with Tina and ride ostriches and stuff. So
we'll just pay Tina to be our hairstylist for the show. So
that's true. I do. Yeah, I could use it. I feel like I'm
$100 billion an hour.
So we're gonna start doing ads, Steven, for different podcasts. We're gonna try to support the podcast community a little bit because it's vast and ridiculous and supportive, and I think it would be cool to try to talk about other podcasts. I want to figure out a fun way to do it so it doesn't seem uncomfortable or forced. I think a fun thing to do would be if I found the podcasts that we're gonna support since you do nothing. So I'll find the podcasts that we're gonna support.
That's not true. He brings the baskets into the room. He switches over the laundry.
I put it in the washer.
He puts it in the washer.
I put the soap in the dispenser. I add the fabric softener.
And he does this every...
Do you sprinkle scent beads?
Every, one of every 8 loads. So...
Every now and then. I'm on top of that.
He's
every
really
now
on top
and
of
then.
it. Yeah.
I'm sure some of these are going to be super easy. I'll try to keep them vague, but we'll do 2 today because we're going to be in one of these podcasts, and I don't know if Tina knows what the podcast is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the title of the podcast, and you have to try to guess what they do on the podcast and what the podcast is about. Okay?
I'll let Tina answer the one that we're doing tomorrow.
Okay. This one's called... Yeah, that's what I figured. The first one is called... So this episode is brought to you by TroytlePower. Troy, the name Troy, mixed with another familiar thing that we're all aware of. TroytlePower, the power playthroughs. That's what it's called. TroytlePower.
Wait. Troy, like a turtle?
There you go. Like Turtle Power. I didn't want to lead you there, but
TroytlePower.
TroytlePower.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this my guess?
Yeah, it's your guess.
So TroytlePower's it's got to be about a dude named Troy that really loves painter turtles, as Tom would call them. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael. Yeah, he's got to be a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he basically just has an hour or 2 long podcast about the various amazing caveats that the Ninja Turtles have explored.
So you like so TroytlePower.
I'm assuming I'm extremely wrong.
So TroytlePower
when you said Troytle, I was thinking of like a prescription, like
Troytle.
Troytle.
Troytle may cause.
Troytle may cause.
Yes, exactly.
Don't take Troytle if you're already suffering from depression or diarrhea. Might cause. So TroytlePower, the Power Playthroughs, is a podcast in which Troy plays video games of just random video games, but it's an audio podcast, so you don't actually see him playing the video games, but he talks through and like explains what happens in the video games and like makes jokes and has fun with the video games throughout every episode. The reason he chose the title is because his friend, like he and his friend have an inside joke about just ridiculous titles and like long titles that don't seem to be appropriate for what they are. So it's totally worked, because I thought the same thing you thought when I saw. I was like, TroytlePower, yeah, it's totally him he's gonna try to be the 5th Ninja Turtle, right? Like I would think that TroytlePower is like, he's like, I'm gonna don this like, I don't know, the brown turtle. Troy, the brown turtle. He puts it on. It's just his metamorphosis into like learning ninjutsu and also how to be a Gen Zer, right? Because like you have to be a teenager and a turtle, and so that's what I was expecting TroytlePower to be.
He's just all like, he's all over there like wearing his brown with his hair parted perfectly in the middle, dude. Like,
but so TroytlePower seems like a really cool guy. He watched our podcast. He said he likes what we're doing. He's gonna talk about us on his show. So I wanted to support his show and just say, like check it out. We'll put the links below. Everyone's been a really good sport about us sharing their podcast, and we're gonna continue to do it like 1 or 2 a week just for fun, because I thought that was fun to hear. So Tina, I don't know if you know about this podcast, but there's a podcast called No Nonsense. Do you know about it? And do you know what it is and what they do?
If I had to guess, based on that name, I would probably think that it's like a fact or crap kind of podcast.
Okay.
Like where they take conspiracy theories or like urban legends or different myths or whatever, and
it's a good freeze.
That is a good freeze.
That's a good freeze.
Very handsome fella.
Thank
my
you.
boyfriend-in-law over there.
Thank you. It was a good freeze. I got a good freeze. Yes. Sweet freeze, guys. Totally sweet freeze. I'm working on them. The No Nonsense podcast. You're not way off, Tina. So what No Nonsense trivia is it's no as in I know that, not the no as in N-O. It's K-N-O-W. No Nonsense. It's No Nonsense trivia as in all the nonsense. It's hosted by Lee and Mark, and every week they get together and just go, they often have guests, and they ask a random assortment of trivia, and it's often very difficult, and Steven and I are going to be on the podcast. So we have a few questions from Paige on Twitter. So the first one was, Tina, how does it feel to know that your husband is so close to cutting a vinyl of his own? As someone who's been playing music for so long, you've been supportive. Like, how does it feel to know that he's finally going to cut his own record?
I don't know.
I'm like super famous now, so
if I'm being honest, it makes me feel threatened, because I don't want I'll cut someone if they try to slide into his DMs.
You're the only one that shops at this store. No one has ever even picked you up, sniffed, and put me back. No one's even done that.
So I mean, I'm proud and all. I'm proud. I'm excited. I'm impressed. I'm all of those things, but mostly I'm crazy.
She is pretty crazy though.
And I'm thinking of all the ways that I'm gonna wreck somebody if they slide into Steven's DMs.
You've never seen those memes where it's the guy has marries the woman so that when his order is wrong at a restaurant, she corrects it? That's this situation. Because I will order a medium rare burger and it will come well done, and I will not open my mouth at all. I will sit there and eat that hockey puck.
This is how I should be treated all the time. Yep.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Yes, it is my birthday, and I will accept this rock. Yes.
But yes, So yeah, will cut people. I think is what that's the answer.
So we've learned that about the vinyls, Tina will cut people and she will take no guff. She is no nonsense. Number 2 was Tina. How much progress?
That's my podcast now.
This is your podcast. So okay, so number 2 was how much progress have we made on the songs? As far as the songs are concerned, we have a bunch of like I wrote a handful of songs that are all sort of demos for what we're working on now, and I'm probably going to rewrite all of them and kind of just mix them into what we're doing, because right now what we're doing is becoming a really interesting and way too ambitious musical that we're going to finish because it's amazing. But I'm enjoying it a lot, and I'm really excited to, like, right now Steven's focusing really hard on the art, and so I'm working on the songs, but our process has always kind of been I'll write lyrics and melodies and just very basic like rhythms, and then I will just throw that to Steven and he'll make it sound like a song. I don't know how it happens.
You kind of like come up with the bones and he like flushes it out.
My only drawback is I need my only drawback is I need to send you more progress in between and not just send you like what I consider the masterpiece and like go like a completely theorized direction like what you weren't going at all. That's my only
your Mega Man song.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. Yes. I love you.
He just doesn't like six. He just doesn't like 6 overdriven guitars overdubbed over top of each other, all harmonious. He doesn't like it, and it's okay. He's allowed not to like it.
Well, I'm not to like stuff, Steven. I'm sorry. No, I do. I like, but you do write amazing things, and I think like together we've written some really fun songs in the past. And I think that this is going to be a really interesting project. And I'm going to start filming some of the songwriting process, because I don't think that's, I think that would be fun for like bonus videos. And if we ever make a Patreon, we can do like, bonus content and give people like our songwriting process. And then maybe we can film when we get together and actually like flesh out the songs more. That'll be a lot of fun. So basically I've completely written the first song. And I started the second song, or not, I don't even know how to describe this. The way the musical works is there are 4 songs that are about the story, that are sort of like the characters singing to each other and to themselves and to the audience, actually about what's happening in the story. And then there are 4 songs that are on the record that the character's listening to. And those are the songs that are just basically, it's just the music that exists that brought the character back in time. So those songs are going to be a little tricky to write, I think, because they can't be directly about the story, but they also can't just be about nonsense. It can't be a story about like marshmallows, like we can't.
I almost feel like they should almost be like homages to like songs that like touched you or me. Like we could probably just pay tribute to four iconic songs, to where they have like this essence going, but not like, it's not like a parody or anything. It's right. It's not a twin, it's a sibling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Like eyebrows.
So
like eyebrows.
Like eyebrows.
Eyebrows are sisters, not twins.
I like that. I never heard that. Steven, you are such a beautiful person. I'm so jealous of.
Is it he?
Steven, you look really good tonight.
Stop it, Ron.
Steven, you look good tonight. Like I'm gonna start making Tina crazy.
He knows.
I know he knows.
Anthony, she's behind you.
I believe
you've been stabbed.
Okay.
This thing is like too big for my ear. It keeps falling out.
So we get it. You have dainty ears. Tina has dainty. Okay, so question number 3: how dainty are Tina's ears? I'll leave that one to you.
So dainty that an earbud won't even fit in there.
Honestly, I bought like cheap knockoff AirPods, like Target pods.
They're like $5.
They were 10, okay, with the case, and they're really pretty color. It's like coral. But they don't fit in my ears. They literally just fall out constantly, so they're useless. They are in our junk drawer. They have become part of our junk drawer. They're a $10 piece of our junk drawer.
Can I have them? Can I just have them? I'll just take them. I'm gonna take those. Those are mine now.
I'll give them to you.
I want your $10 AirPods. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna show up. Don't. What I want from you is to tell me which drawer they're in.
I'm gonna wrap them.
I want to kidnap them. I want to steal them. But like I don't want you to know I'm doing it. So like try to make sure you don't see.
Wait. What if I give you the right one and I keep the left one and we get put them on like a little chain?
Yes. That's what I want. I want a mission. Like okay.
They won't charge without them.
We don't need
they
them
won't
to charge.
They won't charge without the
We no
case.
longer need-
The case is important. I'm important.
Tina, no one's using just a right pod anymore. Like it would just become like a totem. It wouldn't be anything more than that.
Whatever.
It's like really, it's just a challenge. Is the thing that I'm interested in. I don't even need the music or anything. I'm gonna wear it forever. I'm gonna like as soon as I get the other one, it's my. I think Anyway,
make an earring out of mine. Makes no sense. It goes in your ear, not on your ear. Yeah, whatever, buddy.
Question the third. Once we're millionaires, do you think we'll be different?
Definitely.
Absolutely. No.
Absolutely.
You
want to know how we're going to be different? We're going to have a colony.
The only thing that's going to be different is that like I'm going to be able to have a colony.
Yeah, that's the thing that we're working toward now. We're going to be able to do this podcast and make comic books without having to like be tired and complain about work. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That would just change everything in the best way possible. I can't I've been thinking about it lately. I'm just like I don't need much to survive. I need so little that I'm like I bet I could just like hoard money for a few months and just like quit my job and just be like I believe in myself
and then believe
and then just like make it happen. Not the millionaire thing, but just the career in general. The thing that we're doing here, I'm just like I know I can do this. We can do this.
I'm gonna break down that $1 million of it. So $1 million, it's like three or four go into the land and the farm housing. Okay,
at least.
But I'm gonna figure it out, and then the rest goes into ostriches and blacksmiths.
Wait, hold on. I want plastic surgery too. I want butt implants.
No,
I want to
look.
I want to look like
her
tooth.
butt is like so stupid big. I don't know why she would want.
I want to look like a tooth, like Kim Kardashian.
You want to look like a tooth?
I don't want the tooth.
No,
she's already got quite the.
I want a tooth butt.
Tina.
She has more butt in one cheek than both of us combined.
That's true. I've seen it.
But you both have Hank Hill butts, and I feel like that doesn't say much.
Wait, that's not fair. You can't discount our butts. Together, we almost have a butt. So
it's almost a full butt. It's at least almost a cheek.
I'm pretty sure that sitting too long hurts your back.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about butts now. I'm trying to not talk about butts, but it's really hard because I don't understand it. I love butts. And I don't get.
She completely just took over and like
maybe it's about tooth butts. I've never
blacksmiths. Like I was gonna go into explicit detail on the armor that would have to be crafted for these.
Even that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed.
I can't even steer it back. I'm trying.
We're in Buttville now, baby. Like this is.
We're in Butttown.
We're in Butttown. Yeah, this is happening. Our colony is a colony of. Just beautiful butts. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do with my millions.
Make butt implants.
Iron.
With my millions.
I want iron butt implants.
They're gonna call her the Iron Crusher.
I'll be like a tooth with a filling.
Have you that was a good cover on joke.
That was such a good joke, you know.
It was. That was a good.
Now I have to leave all this butt talk in.
All just for that filling.
I have to leave all of this butt talk in, Tina, just for that one joke because it was so good and made me happy. So Steven, how would you spend your millions? And we haven't discussed like how many millions. She just said millionaire. She didn't describe like all I need to be happy is like $100. But if I had $1 million,
I would just keep pushing on like different ideas. And honestly, if we were millionaires, I think we would progress into carving out our little niche in Hollywood. I think we would just expand beyond the comic book.
I kind of envision like at the end of Forgetting Sarah Marshall when he has like the puppet theater, like that's like really what I think is gonna happen.
That's all I want in my life is just
the goal is a Tony, a Grammy, an Emmy, and something. What's the fourth one?
A Teen Choice Award.
I mean, a Nickelodeon award.
Nickelodeon
Boy! How else are we gonna get there? That's right. So, dude, I mean, we need a couple. Like, I want an Eisner Award for our comics. I would like a Hugo Award for the beautiful things that we're creating. Like, it's going to happen. I just I just want to make stuff. That's really the answer. It's like that's the answer. Is like Steven and I have we have our impediments. That's what the whole podcast is about. Is like we have issues. If we got through the issues, it would cease to have the double entendre. We wouldn't really have we have life issues and comic book issues. It would just be like we have comic book issues and
we have a lot of issues now.
Yeah, we have a lot of comic book issues, and then otherwise our issues would be my love life and trying to figure out how to meet Kat Dennings. I guess I don't know That's pretty much what we would do. I don't want to sound too arrogant being if we're millionaires. It's fine though, right? It's fine. People don't hate us. We're okay. They get it.
Someone's going to tune in, skip to this part of the episode, be like, not for me.
Not for me. I don't get it.
Smug.
You can only watch one movie for the rest of your lives. What movie is it?
Remember the Titans.
She really does love that movie a lot.
Left side, strong side.
I would say her close second would probably be Hairspray.
Oh, I love that movie.
Uh-huh.
But
the John Travolta one.
Oh yeah.
Tracy Turnblad.
There's another Hairspray movie?
Yeah, the first one with Ricky Lakey.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the John Waters movie. Yeah. What about you?
Me, I mean, the obvious thing that I'm sure everyone's expecting me to say is The Lost Boys, but let's be real. Rewatchability on The Lost Boys, I mean, it's great, but that's the rest of my life.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing.
How many times can one person hear Michael in their lifetime? I'm not sure. One sitting is almost a lifetime's worth, actually.
Really
How many times can you hear cry?
Well, wait, no. First of all, whoa. Tina, if anything, that's a selling point that we hadn't thought of before dismissing Lost Boys as our choice.
At one time, this is 100% true. I was cleaning the house one day, and I put on G. Tom Mac, I believe is his name, and I played Cry Little Sister on repeat for 2 hours while I cleaned the house. I am not even joking.
So what I'm hearing is Lost Boys is back on the top.
And every time we get back to that, I think, okay, I'm definitely gonna be done with it. But then we get back to the slow intro again. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting pumped.
It slaps.
So yeah, I definitely listened to it on repeat for almost 2 hours.
Okay, so what do you think what would your real answer be?
So just because I do pull a lot of joy from comedy, it would have to be a comedy. It's a tough one. And you know what? It's childish humor. But one of my favorite go-to, it's a toss-up. And once again, both these movies are like, really?
Yeah.
But it's between Talladega Nights and Step Brothers for me.
I was going to say this.
But The Other Guys.
The Other Guys is good. But
It's
they're
good.
not Talladega.
But, oh my gosh. I'm totally with you. Do you remember, when Step Brothers first came out?
Oh my gosh.
I swear I have never, okay, I think the only movie before that, I mean, when I was a child, I watched, The Mask a million times. I watched Ace Ventura a million times. But, once I got to be an adult, I was a couple times a year I'll watch a movie. Mostly it's all repeat TV shows, right? But, when Step Brothers came out, it was just oh, this is what I do now. I watch Step Brothers and I'm happy. I smile. That's that was my whole thing. And dude, we all love that movie. So
no, Step Brothers is just such a funny movie.
Oh, I changed mine. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, Thor Ragnarok.
I've seen that movie way more times than I've seen any other movie, I think.
Yeah, you watch that on repeat basically every day.
I might choose Back to the Future because I love Back to the Future so much. And
who doesn't love incest, right?
Who doesn't love incest is the thing. I was just talking earlier about how my mom just does it for me. No, but
just one side part away in a time machine.
Yeah. All right, so Steven, what's next for this week? What are you going to work on?
Definitely 2 more. I'm going to try to up it though. If I can do 5, I really want to get to I'm jealous that you get to work on music, but I also don't want to rush the rest of the art. So but I do want to. I got a lot done today, so I'm just gonna set the bar for 2, and I'm gonna try to aim for more.
Awesome, Tina. What are you up to this week?
Hanging out, playing Nintendo.
Okay.
Dude, that's a good one too. That's a movie I've watched.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball's so good. Hanging out, playing Nintendo. I love you.
I have a class tomorrow. It's a 4-part class. Okay, and my boss wanted everybody to come do it at the salon, but bandwidth, we
Right.
all have to be on our own devices. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So obviously I did it here. So I set up in this room and everything, but like it's a class of like 120 people, okay? Like all on Zoom. So I'm like, it's getting to be about that time. Like I want to get dinner started. So like I come in here with like a 5-pound bag of potatoes, and, like this bowl, and I'm just like peeling potatoes, like get ready for dinner. And the facilitator was like, I love those guitars behind you, Tina. Like basically saying like, bitch, I see you peel those potatoes. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Get to do it again tomorrow.
You should, yeah. That's your thing. Your potato, yeah. Oh my gosh, potato Tina.
Potato Tina.
Potato Genzina.
Potato Genzina. So this week I'm going to record a rough version of the first song, just the way we normally do. I'm gonna record the rhythm and kind of get like a piano part down, and then I'm going to try to write the lyrics for the second song, which is going to involve female lyrics as well. So it's going to be a little weird and fun, but we have a vocalist in mind, so it's kind of cool because I already know what her voice sounds like, so I can kind of try to work with it. So that's what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm just being tired, and we're going to be on a podcast tomorrow. We're going to be on a No Nonsense podcast, and it'll come out soon. We'll post that everywhere. That'll be cool.
It will be.
I feel like we're going to get, like, I feel like I'm not going to know the answers to any of their questions at all. Like, I've listened to a few of their podcasts, and I was like, I know a lot of stuff about like 2 subjects, and everything else, I'm like, I didn't leave Florida until I was almost 30. I was like 25 the first time I left Florida. You think I was like, oh, I wonder what's on this map? No, I was like, I'm never gonna go over there. I don't care what's over there. I'm poor. I'm not gonna leave Florida. A bad choice for someone who's going to go on a trivia podcast, though. I need to, I need to watch some Animaniacs and brush up on my states and state capitals.
You should just watch some like, Family Feud and like Who's Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, like game shows. Watch game shows and you'll know everything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make Atlas stay in bed tomorrow, and I'm just gonna have a montage of like Jeopardy and like fifth grader, and yeah. And Who Wants to Be?
No, I feel like Jeopardy is too smart for this.
You're right.
Not that it's a dumb podcast, but you know, Jeopardy's going to be asking you stuff about like books.
I think the weirdest thing about Jeopardy is like you have to answer in the form of a question. like, what are you doing? You're doing the work backwards here. Like I could be like, all right, Steven, you ready? Potatoes.
What is a controversial subject this week?
I guess you can use that about everything. That's a great question for everything. Anyway, but that's what we're doing this week. Thank you all for listening. If you're only listening on one of the various podcasting apps, we do have a video every single week at youtube.com/wehaveissuespodcast. You can also find us on Twitter and on Facebook and everywhere there is. Please go to our Kickstarter. We're going to have the link below. The Kickstarter is going to be available for another 16 or so days. And we would love for you to read our book and listen to the album and help us press a record. That would be the coolest thing in the world, right?
100%.
Yeah, we really appreciate all of you, all of your support. It's been really incredible. Steve and I, every single day, text each other, and we just kind of like giddily talk about how just our lives are basically changed, and it's amazing and beautiful, and we couldn't have seen it happening. Although we knew it was going to happen. No, I'm kidding.
We didn't know.
No, we didn't know. We had no idea.
I knew.
Tina always believed. That was the thing. It's she still believes, and that's why Lost Boys is the best movie of all time.
Can't beat it.
Okay, so I'll post the links below. Thank you all for listening. You're amazing. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
I'm Tina Wildcard.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Tina. Yeah. I don't know if I don't have a karate move. Did I think of one? Let me think of one.
Oh, I learned a Gen Z move, and you go boy like that.
Yeah, but what would that move be?
Boy.
Yeah.
So
you gotta.
So I think it would be like, so every week we try to boy. Do it. You won't. I put this at the end so people understand why you did it, basically.
Hello.
And that's Eleanor whining at the door.
It just feels weird because I've always been Tina Be Awesome, so I feel like I need to be like one of those new age women and keep my own last name as Be Awesome.
You should. Plus, you shouldn't steal the wild card.
I should redo the intro.
Just crudely edit that over her intro thing. I'm Tina Be Awesome.
And I'm Tina Be Awesome. Was that good?
That was really good. It was yeah.